What's going on, guys? I'm Elliott and welcome to another video. In this video we take the Mk5 Gti for a health check and a dyno run. So as you'll be aware if you've seen the previous videos, I've given you a quick walk around of the car and we kind of know what's going on just from the outside, but apart from that we haven't done anything to the car whatsoever. We don't know what's in store. All we know is the few little tasty bits under the engine bay. So obviously we've not done anything to this car at all. And so we're going to take it down to a local performance specialist, JBM Performance, to get it health checked and to slap it on the dyno. So JBM Performance is a local VAG group specialist, although he can do whatever. The guy's quite a bit of a genius really when it comes to cars. He's had his own Mk5 Gti for as long as I've known him, so about 10 years really. And I think that's gone over stage 3. He's about to put forged pistons in it and whatnot. So he knows what he's on about when it comes to these kind of cars. Now, a little bit of a background from JBM Performance. I actually knew Joe there, who's the owner, since we were at school together. And so I always think it's nice to support your fellow school friends, support your local businesses. And basically, just if you look after them, they'll look after you, hopefully. So yeah, we could take it to one of the other big garages that I'm sure probably all of you have heard about. But I would like to keep it local and like to keep it with someone that I know and like to, as I say, support small businesses really. So what we'll do is we'll take the car down there now and we will swap to when we arrive and see what's going on. So yes, see you then. So we arrived at JBM Performance. You can see their VRS swapped Mark II Golf in the right there and the highly tuned Subaru on the left. I forgot to record an intro video for us getting it on the ramps, so we'll just drop straight into the overall health check and we'll see what tasty mods are on the Mk5 Gti. High back springs on it, have they?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, yeah, some nice red boys in there.
And some fucking land sales.
That's what I thought. As soon as I saw that, I was like, they've got nice tread on them, like, but yeah, they're going to come straight off. But I mean, I think I'm just going to try and get some replacement stock wheels.
Yeah.
So now coming to the back of the car, we have a Miltech cat back. So bing, that is 2 for the mod list, even if we did already know about it.
Got Bilstein shocks as well. Yeah, Bilstein shockers on the rear, E-back springs. Looking pretty decent nick as well, them actually.
The anti-rollbars.
Yeah.
They shoes,
Yeah, that's a H&R. Oh yeah, there you go. H&R anti-roll bar on there as well.
Got that.
I don't know if the front anti-roll bar is also H&R. Can't see. It doesn't look blue like the other one does. So that's potentially just the standard one, but still nice little mods on there really. See the Bilstein stamp up on that one. So hopefully they're a decent set. Yeah, so you're saying it's about ready for a new fuel filter on there, you say?
Yeah.
Whilst it's been done, yeah.
It's been done. I can't see the date stamp on it at the moment.
Yeah, sure. So what do you reckon?
Changed before.
Keep kicking the undertread. Do you reckon it looks alright though, overall, do you think?
Yeah, oil leaks to sort out, CV boot split.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's not a bad thing. It's got quite a few upgrades, which I don't think you knew about.
No, that's what I mean. It's just, I didn't have a clue until I kind of got it down here. Yeah, I mean, I thought I could see a bit of red underneath the arches, but I just kind of thought, well, we'll wait and see when we come down here and see what we get.
So whilst we were underneath the car, we did notice that the car still had a really old revision of the diverter valve.
Yeah, so that is an old one, and we'll probably look at getting that replaced, as Joe said, the
Old
GBB or
one. It's a C revision, that one.
C revision in there.
So whether it's split or not, I don't know. I need to take it out and have a look.
Alright, yeah, cool.
So now we'd had a look under the car and assessed it for any oil leaks or any worn parts, and also checked the suspension, wheels and tyres. It was time to look under the engine bay to see what was going on under there.
So I reckon the rocker gasket's got a bit of a leak down the back.
It looks like it.
And what, the vacuum pump as well might be a bit.
Yeah, vacuum pump housing looks like it's seeping a bit.
But they're just common problems. I guess it can follow as easy little job as well, isn't it?
It says on these ones, yeah, because it's got the rubber pipe with the barb fitted.
Okay.
Some of them have a steel pipe going up there with a banjo bolt going through, and they're a bit more fiddly to get off.
Is that like an older or newer?
Usually the older AXX engines, this would be a PWA, I assume.
Were they the 05 plate?
Says indeed.
04
Yeah, 05, 55, that sort of year. Okay. With the AXX engine, because this one's a BWA, it's a slightly different design.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure if it was just the KL4 variants that have the barb fitting, but apparently not.
It's like the Edition 30's got like loads of upgrades over
It does.
the standard one, hasn't it?
Edition 30 is wicked.
Yeah.
It's got all the good bits like the S3 comes with, basically.
Yeah. But it's just front wheel drive, isn't it, I suppose? Yeah.
The DSG ones are great. They seem to hold the traction a lot better than the manual ones.
I guess you've got like clutch control, haven't you, to be able to launch it, and especially when you put in power from it, you just spin, don't you? That's it. Yeah. Upgrade your clutch and whatever.
So whilst we were just chatting about Mk5 Gti engines, I thought it'd be a good time just to drop the results of the health check up on screen. Fortunately, just from a visual inspection, there's nothing too major. A few minor oil leaks to be expected with these engines, a fuel filter, the potential diverter valve, and a CV boot joint.
It's got a 3-inch catback on it.
Yeah.
So yours is like the opposite, basically.
So if you went 3-inch decat, you'd probably...
That would be perfect, yeah. Not too bad. Yeah, it's been changed. One thing that makes a massive difference on these when it comes to tuning is like the fuel pump internals.
Yeah.
You know, we're supplying for the Viz ones.
Yeah.
Shit up, to be honest. Anything up to like stage 2+ power and beyond, really.
Yeah. Or a bit.
So, a little low on oil.
Eh?
A little bit low on oil.
Is it uncommon for these to burn a lot of oil?
As soon as they're mapped, they do tend to burn oil on the 530.
Yeah, right.
Change it to 540.
So you reckon
Job
if...
done.
Well, I'm gonna do a big driveway service on it anyway. Yeah. 540.
540 quantum or millers.
Yeah.
It's high viscosity at high temperature, so it doesn't. Once it gets up to temp, it doesn't go as thin, doesn't burn as easily.
Yeah, sure.
Is it tuned already?
It said that it's tuned by Artec.
Okay.
Whether it is or not, I have no idea.
We can find out.
So now we'd checked over the engine bay, we'd checked the cam follower and topped up the oil because that was a little bit low, and also visually inspected anything for wear and tear. The next step was to get it plugged in to check fault codes. But first, we'll summarise the mods. So here's the list of mods that we found when we were doing the health check. If we add those to the ones from the engine bay, so we've got the Ram Air oversized intake, the Forge PCV delete and the Audi R8 coil packs, then we get this big list of mods. Which is great because we've already got a few of the mods needed to get us to stage 2. So if it's not mapped, we should be able to get there a little bit easier.
Every time you clear the fault codes, it resets things. So
Okay.
It's handy to have a look and see what's been going on.
Yeah.
As it's been driving. That's it, idle and then partial. So idle's obviously as it's idling, partial's when it gets under slight load, but not full load. And that's the percentage there, plus or minus, is what is adding to the fuel mixtures to get it to be what it's requesting.
Right.
So if you're doing 31, it's requesting lambda 1, and it's getting lambda 1, more or less. And that's the current fuel trim, what's been added right now. And these are the fuel trims over time. So if it's within 5%, I'd say is acceptable. It's within 3%, so I don't know
it's spot on.
Once we run it on the dyno, we'll see what it's like under full load anyway.
Yeah, cool.
So there's no major fault codes to worry about on the car. We cleared off what was there and also checked the fuel ratio just to see if anything had been done regarding a remap. The next step was to get it on the dyno. That little 170 I see on there.
Looks like it.
Oh,
Disappointed, eh?
pathetic. Round 2.
Even less that time.
Pressing, isn't it?
Oh, 165.
Fast
All the torque away for some reason.
So back the car up off the dyno. Terrible power, poor performance from the Mk5 Gti there. 165 brake horsepower due to some kind of boost pressure loss somewhere. We got it off the dyno and then plugged it into the smoke tester machine just to run a smoke test on it to see if it had a boost leak anywhere, and that was fine. So we think diverter valve or the N70 or N97, N79 valve, but the diverter valve looks like it's never been done anyway, so we'll probably go and just get a Go Fast Bits, one of them, or even the latest revision, and chuck that on this weekend, and then probably put it back on the dyno and see if we're back to normal. But yeah, poor performance, 165 brake horsepower. Yeah, barrel after this car, eh? But that'll be it for this one. I'll update you guys what I decide to do in the next one. So cheers, peace.